good afternoon, and good night. You're watching Just a Mom That Sims. I'm KT. We're here today with the Beach Shack remodel. So, my Sim Shade Mysterio and his new fiance, Rarahu, who was an island elemental, are living in this basic beach shack in Sulani. This is the model that was included with the pack. It is the cheapest pre-made home available in Sulani. It was being used almost as is. And so I am today going to remodel this shack. I went back and forth about demolishing it and building something new on the lot. I did not think about getting a new lot because, as you see, they're starting with just over 30,000 simoleons. But the lots in Sulani are expensive. And so ultimately, I decided that I could redo this one, that I could turn this shack into a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom beach home. And so what I decided to do is make it a second story, and that would have 2 rooms upstairs, and that will solve that issue. And so I'm not going to talk through the whole video, but I'm going to talk about a couple of things, and then I will let music play after that point. So the first thing I did was add a bathroom onto that master bathroom. And then I went back because the front bathroom is pretty large. So I knew I wanted to take it in at least one towel space. But I wanted to first build a wall around this tub so that I can raise it onto a platform because that's just pretty cute to me. From there, I only needed one with tile square to do a toilet and a sink. I want to say off rip that when I build, I just like to build so that my Sims can have the space they need. I go around, I make little cute touches. I'm not the best decorator, not the best builder, and I don't need to be. The Sims is a game. And again, I do it for stress relief. I have a lot in life. I am a parent. I do work full time. And more, and everything that comes with it. And so if I feel like I would get stressed out building something, I would not do it. And so when I finish my build, you will see imperfections. And guess what? My Sims are Sims, so they don't care about it. As long as it's a roof, so they're not exposed to the season's elements, they're okay. But ultimately, I believe this beach house turned out really nice. Um, there are some things I did. I wanted to have the stairs with some spaces in between because I didn't want the blocky stairs that I put up at first. They were just taking up too much space in the original beach shack. And I knew that I might put the kitchen or at least the refrigerator and stove back in the corner, but I knew I would probably move the counter space to the other side of the room. Now, when I move into the shack with my Sims, there is no living room set up at all. There's no living room furniture. So I knew I wanted to put a living area by the front door. In addition to that, I also knew that I wanted to do 2 rooms upstairs, but I needed to have a block off around the staircase that will almost act like a upstairs foyer so that you have this tiny space to walk into and you can choose which one of the 2 rooms to go into. I also know that I want balconies outside each of the upstairs rooms. They're both 4x4 tile rooms, so pretty nice space in there. And also leaving a couple of tiles extending out for that balcony. And I mean, just look at the water in the background in Sulani. So of course, if you can sit out there, you can. Usually I wouldn't like to put infants upstairs as far as sleeping if the parents aren't up there too, but they'll be fine. I had a modded infant set And I think mostly I use the Johanna nursery set, and it does come with a little fake baby monitor. So I did put the little video camera part downstairs. It's not functional, but it's cute for gameplay. And I put the little camera on the edge of the baby's crib when we get to that part. Shade has his horse Fuego. Fuego's little area on the lot with his horse bed, his trough. He has a food and water trough. They are gonna stay as is. As far as the space on the ground, this is a 20 by 30 lot, and so that space is not gonna change. I did not change any of the bottom of the house because they don't have a lot of room, but Fuego can play with his ball outside and he has a bed, and we go next door to do barrels, and the other beach in Sulani has his horse jumps. And so ultimately I have a lot of trouble with roofs in The Sims, and that's nothing. Let me tell you, that's been since The Sims 1. Some of the tools changed some over the years, but ultimately, I have found out that I just suck at it. So I do the best I can, but I don't think this roof came out bad. I definitely had much worse. So it all kind of blends together. I use the original paints in the house for the outside and the inside, and over time I may change little things, but this definitely is not meant to be a starter house, but it's got potential to be upgraded by changing the the wallpaper color, the flooring colors, all of those things. I did put a colored ceilings in the inside. I've stated before that they are not a big deal to me because I do not play in first person a lot at all. But that's the only way to really see them. You can't see them from the outside of the home. And so for me, they're not that important, but I did put some in the house since I knew at the end of this video that I would be doing a tour of the house from Shay's perspective inside. And therefore, you've got color ceilings. I will stop talking here. You will hear music for the next several minutes, and then I will come back in on the last 2 or 3 minutes of the video as we do the walkthrough. And this is just the outside of the beach house. We have officially gone from a beach shack to a beach house. And we can see the difference here. Like it is much larger than it originally was. And I think it came out very nice. You can see Rara in the bathtub that's sitting on the platform right now. As we get in closer with Shade, I'm just noticing that he has this buff for voodoo pain. So somebody's done some voodoo on him. He's in the occult, so who knows? As we go here, I have set up a dining room set and I actually use the game table so they can play squibbles and puzzles. And they can also use that table to eat. The living room, as you can see, pretty simple setup. I actually put a nook in here to fit extra counter space. Those counters are from the horse ranch pack, as well as the chairs that were at the game/dining table. That pack goes really well aesthetically with the island living. So I really like that furniture in that horse ranch pack. Also, let's go out. I've added a ladder here so they can access the water from their deck/patio/ unenclosed porch. He's still got his painting easel out here and he's got his seance table because that doesn't need to be done in the house. I'm also realizing that this will be my first time playing infants with the paranormal sim. I've done toddlers before, but I have not played paranormal since infants came out. Another look at the living room and our refrigerator and stove and one counter in the corner. Now, as we go into the room, you will have noticed that there are empty picture frames all around. I will have my Sims taking plenty of pictures to fill those frames up over time. In the bedroom, all I did was add this rug. If you look up, those are the painted ceilings. We got the wood ceilings. Again, this probably be the only time you see them in my game. This is the bathroom that I added off of the master bedroom. And we put little touches like the robe, the little soap dispenser in the bathroom. And again, that's horse ranch pack furniture in that bathroom, the shower and the sink. Now, as Shade gets ready to go into the main bathroom that we made smaller, you can see the platform, the tub, and all the views out of the windows are just amazing in Sulani. We can see Fuego outside talking to some of the Sulani natives and people who live on the island. Now, we're going to get ready to go upstairs and tour our two bedrooms. I left one bedroom empty on purpose. I may move our child over to their room as they age up and redecorate it in case they have more than one child. I can leave this one as an infant room. Now you can see the decks outside of each room. If you notice, I have open archways upstairs, so I will be putting a baby gate there, so that we could avoid any imagined sim incidents with infants and toddlers, because in the real world I would have a baby gate on any stairwell or doorway like that, even though you wouldn't have an open door probably. I love the bookshelf in the baby's room. You see the splashes of color from the decals that I put on the wall, the little baby shoes. And that is really the end of our tour. Our little rug on the ground. We got a height chart. And so look at this view of Sulani. It's beautiful. Until next time, keep simming and be happy. And always remember to have a blessed day. Bye bye.